Hello, welcome back to another episode of the Africa Breakdown. I'm average at best, I play Geoguessr and I make bad choices. Today we are looking at Tunisia. Tunisia is a little bit different to most of the other African countries. It's on a completely different latitude and so looks a lot more like sort of Middle East, which makes it fairly recognisable in the context of Africa, but we're going to break it down. So Tunisia, they drive on the right. Currently it is 100% Gen 3. They have black license plates with white text. There is almost always, I think, a follow car. Follow cars can be in front of the street view car or very far behind it, so have a good look around. Typically it will look something like this. We've got the light green car, the darker green car. There's a red bit on this number plate and often like a map or something in the window. And then you've got a few white cars and police cars as well. We'll break that down in a second. Google car in Tunisia is black with a medium antenna. Can't always see the colour. Have a look around. Tunisia, as I say, doesn't look a lot like the rest of Africa. Mediterranean, sort of dry. We won't go in too much to vegetation. I don't like looking at trees and things. I can't tell the difference, but these are olive trees, all lined up nice and neat in fields. You'll see something similar to this in like Spain, Portugal as well. White road lines, outer lines can be dashed or solid. A few roads in Sfax have yellow middle lines, that's worth noting. Language is both French and Arabic. That I think is unique. UAE and Jordan, you can see English and Arabic. Street signs, if you see anything that looks like this, this is a sort of definite for Tunisia. Arabic and then in French, and I think sort of the style of the text, the gaps, stuff like that is very unique. It does point out here that often Tunis, which is the capital city, will be signposted, but often it's just signposted wherever you are in the country, so don't assume that you're near Tunis, but have a look for the other places instead. Blue kind of shutters on the doors and the windows is quite a traditional thing, so specific shade of blue, more common on the island of Jerba, where it tends to be more traditional and less regenerated. Red and white striped curbs, but also in a few other places as well. These bollards are road markers. The number facing the road is the road number, and then on each side you'll have the nearest town with the distance to it, so good for pinpointing. It does say here that the top can be red, yellow or green, and you'll see something sort of similar in a few other countries as well, but the Arabic, the specific font spacing will be a giveaway for Tunisia. Fairly unique stop sign with Arabic and English Latin script. Region guessing coverage is very much sorted along the east coast. We don't really go inland much at all, apart from this town here, which I'm not sure what it is, and the island of Jerba is quite well covered as well, and that is this island down here. The type of Google car is a very good way of region guessing, probably one of the easiest things to learn if you're fairly new. Light green Toyota, call it like, I don't know, desert army green or something, is up in the north. You'll never see it south of Hammamet, but often around Tunisia, around the north. Dark green Mazda is the most common car, and that basically is everywhere. It has a red strip on the side, and there is a document somewhere where the position of this map or pamphlet determines whereabouts you are. That's not something to learn if you're fairly new. Tunis, the capital city, is up in the north. That has a few different follow cars. The light green Toyota that we saw before can also be seen, but yeah, white police cars, various lights and stuff on top. Kairouan centre, sort of north central Tunisia, has the white Mitsubishi. Dark green follow car can almost start again. The dark green follow car can sometimes be seen behind as well. Not always, but sometimes behind. The island of Djerba, which is kind of down here past this big bay, is just here. Lots of coverage on there. Not always, or not usually followed. Not usually. Start again. Jesus. Not always a follow car. When you see it, it is a white Mercedes with the lights on top. A lot more of this is just kind of climate guessing, not my forte. Djerba, a bit of a distinct vibe with kind of slightly sandy roads, whitewashed buildings and these kind of palm trees and stuff. Not always, but sometimes. A couple of things just to spotlight. The Djerba to Zarzis causeway has water on both sides. Obviously Djerba is the island, so this and the pipeline will be connecting you to the island, and there's lots of trekkers as well, so worth keeping an eye out for those. That has been Tunisia. I've been average at best. Go and make bad choices.